Hello, John Bloodworth, Gentleman Crafter here with another Scan and Cut Saturday. In fact, today I will have two videos for you. I wanted to split them into two because there are two different processes and a couple of different pieces of software that I'm going to show you during each of those videos, and I didn't really want to confuse the issue. But the main point is really how to acquire and how to use single line font designs within your projects using this Scan and Cut. So basically all of these are going to stem from a single source of single line fonts, but generally the process could be used for other sources of single line fonts as long as they are created the same way. It's probably easier if I just get on with it and show you, and then obviously encourage you to ask any questions you have throughout the video or whatever. Pop them on YouTube or pop them on my blog, or if you're part of the Scan and Cut Facebook group that I operate, feel free to kind of ask there. Just point me to the video that you're asking about, because sometimes I haven't got a clue what I've done in the past. Anyway, on with the video. After following the link in the description below the video or on my blog post, you'll land up at the Single Line Fonts website. You'll go to all font types and choose Single Line Fonts. Find the font that you want. I'm going to go for this one, Peaches and Cream. Choose the license that you would prefer. As far as I understand it, desktop is for personal use. Commercial is if you're going to sell anything. Just double check though that you're getting the correct license by checking End User License Agreement fonts. So choose whichever one you want, add it to your cart, and then head through checkout. When you've completed the checkout, your download link will be on the receipt page. Takes a while to generate, and obviously you'll get an email notification as well, so you should be able to come and find it. Click on Download Now. Save it to the file that you would like to save it to. I've actually already downloaded this, bit of a cheat. Then we will need to extract it because it's in a zipped folder. And then we'll have this. So we've got a bunch of folders here. We've got FontLab Pad, OPF and TTF. The OPF and FontLab Pad versions are the true single line fonts. The true type font, TTF, is one that you can install directly on your computer, but it does a double trace over the lines. That's fine if you're just drawing, but for other practical uses such as engraving or laser cutting, you might want to look at using those true single line versions. So in this video, I'll be showing you how to use the OPF alternative with Sure Cuts A Lot software. If you'd prefer to use a free font conversion software, then I'll show you in an alternate video how to use the FontLab Pad versions. So in Sure Cuts A Lot, we're going to need to open the library. So we click on Library, bring this up, and switch over to Fonts. Then with this little drop down, we choose Load Font. Navigate to where we stored our font files, go into the OPF folder, and choose whichever style you want. So I've just loaded regular. Now I'd already loaded this before, so it's actually already there. You can get a better view of it if you want to zoom in a bit here, or zoom out, and then you can see all of the characters that are available to you. You can simply click on any of these to load them up into the workspace. There we are. Or if I delete those, alternatively you can activate the text tool, click anywhere on your cutting mat, and then just type as you normally would. You now have your text drawn out or written out, and what we need to do now is save this as an SVG file. So we would go up to File, Export, and then make sure this is set on SVG. Give it a name. So if it's a sentiment, give it the name of the sentiment. And I'll save it up here. I'll save it over the original test that I did. And then click OK. Now we switch over to Canvas Workspace. We go to File, Import from your computer, find where you saved your project, and then click Open. And that's now imported it, and it's imported each letter as an individual shape. So we select A and group, or Control A, Control G to group those, just so that we can move them around together without fear of getting them out of line. We can at this stage resize and do that. We can also change the output operation to pierce or draw, depending on what we've got set up in Canvas Workspace. What we can't do though is edit the text. To do that, we would need to go back to Sure Cuts a Lot and retype our sentiment. Here we are interacting with them as shapes. So from there, obviously you would then export these to your scan and cut machine either via USB, via Wi-Fi, or via a cabled connection, whichever you normally use, and then perform the operation that you've got set up. So if you're drawing, maybe you're using your foil quill, whatever you want to do. So there you go, simple when you know how. Hopefully it's made sense. If there's anything I've missed, anything I've kind of skipped over, feel free to don't rewatch the video if I've skipped over it. Feel free to ask questions, or if you just need to go through that again a couple of times, feel free. It's YouTube, you can watch the video as many times as you want. Right, that's it for this one, and I will look forward to seeing you again next Saturday for another Scan and Cut deep dive.